Hey guys, welcome to this new podcast called The Naughty Corner, and it is hosted by me, Fishy, because that's what everybody calls me apparently, and by my friend here, White Cowboy.
Hello.
All right, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, I'm from New Zealand, and I like games and movies and anything nerdy, I guess, except for, like, I don't know, what do you call those? Like,
What?
the most popular things, I guess, I'm not very into, like League of Legends. I don't play that, but I know
Yeah?
a bit about it.
You knew a bit about it?
Yeah, like how to play the game.
Isn't League of Legends just basically like you just click and I don't know?
I mean, I just think of it as like a bird's eye view of Smite. Because I played Smite.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
hate me, please.
And hey, my everybody calls me Fishy. If you really know my first name, it's Aiden. And I basically played baseball. I don't know. There's not really much interesting stuff I've done. I did this YouTube channel. Like frick, I don't know.
He
Like,
did a YouTube channel, which means he's already succeeded, guys.
yeah, I've already succeeded in life. Like there's no other thing I need to do now. I can.
So,
already
what's
end
your
it all.
YouTube channel? Shout it out.
So clearly you guys don't know my YouTube channel because clearly this is not on a YouTube channel, but you know.
Well, you have two
it's-
YouTube channels.
Oh, that's true. That's true. How the fuck did I forget that? I don't know. So you have this one, which is I'm gonna rename it to Psychotic Productions because I want to do more to this channel that has to do with film. And I have another one that's mostly for gaming specifically, called Officially AR. And I'm trying to find a good way to go around how I edit those, either funny moments or just plain gameplay, or I don't know. But I just do gaming over there. And I also have a Twitch where I also stream some stuff. Sometimes I stream myself drawing as well.
What's your Twitch?
So
I guess it'll be linked in the bottom or in the
yeah,
description.
if you want to check it out. But it's also Officially AR, my Twitch. And
My
you also
channel.
you have also a channel as well.
So my channel will also be linked in the description. It's just White Cowboy. And
Yeah.
then my Twitch is also the same name. Because I'm unoriginal.
Yeah. An original
So that's
prick.
us, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm 18, so I'm legally allowed to drink in my country.
I don't know why you had to add that in. It's like, I mean,
'Cause
it's
I just
because
think it's funny.
yeah, maybe because like I'm 19, about to turn 20, and he's just spitting in my face and I live in
He's
America.
yeah, he's
I'm in America, so
Lowell, Texas. I don't know
God,
what that
you-
was
you
meant to
dox-
be. So
you're doxing me already. Like, telling people where I live.
Texas is massive. It's bigger than my own country.
You know what? You know what? I need to say something. So the other day, I was in a call with a few of my friends, and we got my best friend into the call. And since my birthday is coming up, I'm going to turn 20. My friends were
When's
like,
your birthday?
okay, what should I say? It's in
Who
August.
cares?
I'll say in August. But my friends were wondering like, hey, we want to send you some stuff, and then for some reason we've gotten the topic of dildos, and so my friends really wanted to send me a dildo. And
Why?
so, I don't know, because
Just
they're
pointing out. We're both straight. Okay,
well, yes,
we're both straight here.
dude. The fact that you're pointing this out it just makes it even more suspicious. It's like, why do they feel the need to like point out like, oh, we're straight?
Because
we're
you just
straight.
went straight into saying that you're going to be getting a dildo for your birthday. There's nothing
Okay.
straight about that.
So we went on the topic of dildos and also fleshlights as well. So-
yeah, there we go. That's
yeah.
a straight device that I can get along
Yes,
with.
I can get along with it very well too. As a straight man myself, I mean. So we went on the topic of that. My best friend got into the call, and they were trying to find out where I live. I don't want them to send me this stuff because I live with my parents. And what if they get a package with, and they're like, I wonder what this is. It's for my son, and they open it up and they see what's inside.
Wait. So if you get like any sort of mail, your
Uh
parents
huh.
just open it up without your like blessing or other. Because I mean, to be fair, you're an adult now. Well, I
Well,
assume you're an adult.
what do you mean you assume? I am an adult. Um,
And it,
so, but no, they, my parents, I don't know.
because
Maybe it's
I've
just,
not from experience, but what I've been
uh,
told is that when you receive a package from a sex toy company, they try to give it to you discreetly and don't have anything about what the package is on the outside.
well, maybe I don't know. I've never received one. I never bought any. Okay,
I'm
so
just saying what I've been told.
okay,
This
all
isn't
right.
from experience.
Are you sure, bud? You seem to know an awfully lot
Yeah,
about
I'm
this stuff.
lonely.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
um. Okay, but like, I don't want my parents to know that there's a dildo at their front door, or a flashlight. I
I
don't
mean, I'm
know.
sure they'd be more happy with a flashlight than a dildo. Let's be honest. To be
I
fair,
mean, yeah.
if they did get a dildo on their front door, I'm sure it'd be like, they would think it's not for you, and it's
Yeah, they would
because
think that
oh wait,
it's
it would
yeah.
have your name on it though. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird coming from a Christian family.
Yeah, that would be
Hmm.
very weird. Um. So, yeah, one of my friends, who goes by the name of, um, she said that she's giving me like I think 2 months to try and find a hiding spot for the flashlight that she's gonna buy me for my birthday. So I have 2 months to find a hiding spot. Now you might think, oh, that's pretty easy. Just hide underneath your bed or hide somewhere else. But the way my parents are is that they they don't respect my personal space. The other day, let me give you an example. The other day, my dad came into my room and he literally like went to my bed, looked on the other side of my bed. My bed's against the wall. So he looked
And
on
then he
the
saw
other
your
side of my
uncle.
bed. He saw my uncle underneath there. Hello. Like, what? Brother, what are you doing under there?
An uncle could be from your mother's side.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Like, what
I
the fuck are
suppose they
you
would still call them brother, right?
doing? Brother-in-law.
Oh yeah, but you don't
Yeah.
go, "Hey, brother-in-law." You'll just. Oh, yeah, I guess you'll say their name, wouldn't you? You wouldn't just like you don't go to your sister saying, "Hi, sister." You'll like call them by their name.
Hi, sister. Uh,
Sorry, James Charles. I know you say that. My bad.
hey, sisters. um, but he came into my room. He was looking for an outlet, and he was like, "I thought there was an outlet back here." I'm like,
Why was he looking
"Okay,
for an outlet in your room?
I
What
don't know.
what exactly is the purpose of him looking
Yeah,
inside
I
your room
don't
for an
know.
outlet? What was he gonna plug in there?
The thing is, I don't know. Like that's what's so baffling to me. It's like, why did you just come in to my room? My door was closed, so he came into my room without permission, and I just looked at the end of my bed and just trying to look for an outlet. I'm like, what are you doing?
Tries finding
But
somewhere to charge his phone or something. Like out of everywhere in his
uh,
house, he went inside your room to like pretend to want to charge his phone, but instead it was just like a quick inspection of your like room to see if you had anything hiding, like condoms or whatever.
I know this guy has a cum sock somewhere. Hmm.
Okay, first off, before you continue, what exactly is a cum sock? Like I don't understand that. As a man, I've never
you don't.
had what people call a cum sock.
So okay, basically what it is that how have you not heard of this? I don't
I've
personally.
heard. No, I've heard the name.
Uh huh.
Like I've also like heard of it in like TV shows and shit. But like me personally, do you just get a sock and then you just come in it?
Yeah. You use a sock for like masturbation, and then you ejaculate into it. That
What?
that's
Wouldn't that be so dirty though?
you would wash the sock afterwards, but like.
Uh,
Uh,
it's a weird concept to me. To like for someone to just get a sock and then ejaculate into it, because then, is that how people get mismatched socks? Because the one that they used is in the washing, and now they have to find just another sock to get Oh, I
I,
get it now. I get
I
it.
mean, yeah, that could definitely be that could definitely be another issue. But
So guys, when
I've
you
never
see someone with mismatched socks, you know they've got one that's got cum in it. So
yeah. So
don't ask
if
about it.
so, ladies, if you are interested,
Wait,
in
what? Interested in what? My cum sock.
yeah, they're interested in
What?
the cum sock. I don't know. Okay, I'm just saying, ladies. They like cum, don't they? Okay, no,
Oh
I'm
my god.
off the different topic.
Carry on with your story.
What was that? Oh yeah. So I totally forgot. We started talking about cum and whatnot. I totally forgot that what my story was.
It
Okay,
was
I
about your
remember.
dad coming into your room.
Literally.
Yeah, you said he forced his way in to find a outlet.
Okay, the words "cum" and "forcing in" should not be in the same sentence. But you know what? We'll go with that. Okay, so I was talking about. Oh yeah, so when my best friend came, they were trying to find out where I lived, and they kept getting so close, and I kept trying to lead them
It wasn't mean
astray.
when your best friend came. You said when your best friend came, they tried to find
Yeah.
where you lived.
He ejaculated. So
Oh
he
my
came he he came into the Discord.
There,
All
there we
right.
go. There we go.
That still
There was
sounds-
one word
God.
missing there, which fixes the entire situation.
There we go. But they got so close, and I kept trying to lead them astray. But no, they eventually found out. They eventually
How did
found
they
out where I
find
lived.
out? Did
Because
they just like hack into your like IP address or something?
my my friend, he went into my Snapchat, and I have sharing location on my
Oh,
Snapchat, and also I showed Michael where I lived, and he showed me where he lived. So I showed Michael like a while back, maybe like a few weeks ago, where I lived exactly, and he once he saw it, he knew exactly where, like, that it was it, and
it was in
that
Texas.
yeah, he knew. They both knew I was in Texas. They both knew, like, specifically what city I lived in.
Oh,
And
okay. So you've
yeah,
told me, and I still don't remember the city.
yeah. So they had help with the internet as well. My face is on there. My best friend, he of course knows my full name, and when you search up my full name, you will get a picture of me, and you will
Oh
get
yeah,
you'll
you'll
also
get like a shitty picture of you in a baseball uniform.
exactly, because I play
There we
baseball.
go.
I'm
That's
athletic.
hints for anyone that wants to search for him.
Uh, you don't know my full name though, do you?
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
shit. Okay.
But no, yeah, like I might expect either a dildo or a flashlight on my
You
birthday.
better be hoping for the latter. You should be
I-
praying for the latter.
I am praying to God.
Your
But-
God's just gonna be like, yes, I will give you. Oh, wait. I will let you have the flashlight.
He's like, I don't want my boy to be gay. Here, have the flashlight. Just pops up in my room. Whoa, a gift
Oh
from God.
God. I do.
Whoa! Wait, what? Wait a sec. That's not what I ordered.
Well, you're not ordering anything. Your friends are.
That's true. But hey, it'll be a free flashlight. So
Just wait till they come knocking. FBI, open
Dude.
up.
exactly, dude. She kept searching up. Look, she kept posting flashlights of animals. Like, I don't want that. There was a bunny one. There was a horse
Wait,
one.
what?
Yes.
You can get animal genitals as
Yeah,
sex toys?
yes, you can. And I don't want that. And she says that she thinks it would be really good for me to have a bunny one. And I don't want that.
I mean, to be fair, if you've seen Zootopia, I'm kidding.
Wait,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Wait,
kidding.
you're saying Officer Hops is your type, or
That's a joke.
is this
That's a
something you're
joke.
not telling me?
No, no, no,
I
no,
mean,
no, no, no,
you
no, no,
say
no,
it's a
no,
joke.
carry on,
You say
carry
it's a joke. You say it's a joke, but Brandon, is there
It
something
was
you're
a
not
joke.
telling
It
us?
was a joke. 100% a joke. Never take anything out of my mouth seriously.
Well, I mean, we can come back to this conversation, but I mean,
Shut up.
if you feel free to need to let it out. Okay, this is the podcast where you're free to express anything you want.
Speaking of expressing yourself and diversity, Valorant.
Yeah, let's change this.
Just quickly segue off.
Quickly segue. That was a good segue. It's a good segue.
Thank you.
What about Valorant? I've only played like 4 games of it.
Valorant have a very diverse character of black and whites and Asians. Not sure about the Middle Eastern group, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. What do you have against Middle Eastern groups?
Let's not carry on that bit.
Oh, okay. All right.
So how many characters do they have? They have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 characters.
Okay.
For those that don't know Valorant, well, I mean, you should know realistically, right? Like,
I mean, a lot of people probably don't know what Valorant is. To be honest, I mean, it was a big game, but
it like got hyped, I would say, quite a bit, and then it just sort of scaled off.
it died.
I don't know.
Yeah, it died
It's
out.
not dead, but it's still pretty big. Like, a lot of like pro Overwatch players are now leaving Overwatch League teams to join pro Valorant teams, even though Valorant hasn't even come out yet officially. It comes out
Really?
exactly 7 days from now. So, yeah,
Really?
it's strange that like the person, what's his name? Tip of my tongue. I can see him and I can see his name. No. No. The guy that was in San Francisco Shock. You don't know him. Why am I?
This is all you, bud. Like, I honestly don't. I can't help you out here.
But
right?
he's like, he won MVP in the Overwatch League and MVP in the Overwatch World Cup, and he's already signed for a Valorant team when Valorant hasn't even come out yet, which is very surprising because although Valorant definitely has the ability to become an esports game, like if you look at CS:GO, CS:GO has got a massive CS:GO scene. I mean, esports scene, right? So with Valorant being very similar to CS:GO, especially like you could say it's like essentially the exact same game, except it's more cartoonish and the characters have abilities, right?
Yeah. I would
So
say that.
the characters are Phoenix, Raze, is it Brimstone or Brimstone? I'm not sure.
I think Brimstone. I think so.
I thought Brimstone for some reason. Because there's no E at the end of it, but... Okay, we'll just go with Brimstone. So Phoenix, Raze,
Alright.
Brimstone, Jet, Sage, Viper, Breach, Cypher... Wait, that's so confusing. There's Viper and Cypher.
Viper and
Someone
Cypher.
surely made a rhyme or rap about that. And then you got Sova and Omen. And they each have their individual abilities and stuff, but do you think it would be as big as League of Legends? Like, because Valorant is made by the same people that made League of Legends. League of Legends is still one of the highest, most viewed channels on Twitch and has one of the largest player bases in the world, I would say. And do you think Valorant could reach that, or is it because it's just a completely different game? It might. It won't have the same player base.
I don't. Just because the same developers developed League of Legends, I don't think that the same popularity would go towards Valorant. One is that it is very similar to CS:GO, other than the fact that you have abilities, and I just don't think that. I personally don't think that it will be the next popular game. I don't really see it.
Well, okay, I'll give you a different question then.
Okay.
What games do you think it will surpass? Like, in the sense that if we're looking at games to esports leagues, we've got Overwatch, we got like League of Legends, you got CS:GO, you got we haven't wait. Is there one for Call of Duty like Warzone?
Esports?
Because I know they're doing
Oh,
competitions, but I think it's more like the competition I've seen like Warzone Wednesday. That's done by Keemstar, right? Or like Drum Roller.
is it? I'm not up to date with that. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay,
did Keemstar really make like
because
a
he,
Warzone?
because I'm pretty sure he did Friday Fortnite, right? Well, is he was he promoting it? Because I know he was promoting it. I don't know if he's the creator of it though.
I think he also made like Minecraft Saturdays or something like that as
Minecraft
well.
Mondays.
Minecraft Mondays. I don't know why Saturdays. Of course, Minecraft Mondays.
But yeah, I think he's the one that did it. But do you think it would? Do you think it would be? Okay, I'm pretty sure it'll be bigger than Overwatch League. Because Overwatch
Uh,
League was
okay.
on its first season was pretty small and then it got slightly bigger, but then it sort
Mm.
of like diminished now towards the third season. I mean, it doesn't help that the coronavirus is also like a big thing affecting like
Yeah.
gameplay and all that.
Yeah.
But I have no doubt in that it will beat Overwatch League. But other leagues, I don't even know how many leagues there are in esports right now.
I don't know. I think out of the both of us, you mostly keep track of these esports stuff. I mostly just play the game.
He plays it for fun.
I play it for fun. Um,
I mean,
I
you've
don't know,
watched
like
the Apex, like
yes,
what do you
yeah,
do they call it? It's not they call it a tournament, right? Because
yeah,
it's a battle
Apex
royale.
tournaments.
You can't really have like. Oh, I suppose you could, but a lot
You
harder.
could yeah, you could have like a league, I guess, but like
Well, it's harder because in a battle royale you need to have at least 100 people, right? I know with Apex it's 60, but still,
no, yeah, yeah,
that's like what 20 different teams if you have teams of three. So I don't
yeah.
think you can really have a league
They
because
still
think
they
of
still
like the financing though.
yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure, but like when I was watching it, yeah, they did have tournaments. I mean, it seemed very similar to
Do
Overwatch
you remember
League, and
the viewers that they had?
like how many viewers?
Yeah, at the time.
Uh, ooh, I don't. Uh, maybe like close to around like 40K.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think maybe around 40K or so.
Because
Um,
I've always assumed Apex Legends is like it was massive when it first came out, but then
uh,
it's just I feel like it's quite dead right now. Like
I
not in
think
America,
Warzone. Uh,
but especially I would say in Oceania servers, it's quite dead. Because like I'm struggling to find games. Like for me, I cannot find games
yeah,
in Apex Legends. I've never been able to play a single competitive game on my server because I literally start in queue and
that's
there's only
right.
like 2 people or 3 people in queue, and I'm like included in that number. I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
it's just sad to see that because I feel like I'm pretty decent at it, but I can't play
Uh-huh.
it. So when people see my
Yeah.
rank, I'm in bronze, and I'm like, why? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get you. But I don't know. I think like mostly what took off or what brought Apex down was the fact that Warzone came out, and
That's
also the
true.
fact that it is a free game as well. It's another free game, uh, but it's Call of Duty, which is a much bigger franchise. Uh,
And also, a
cause
lot of the older player
yeah,
base as well would go towards that because it's more realistic as
yeah,
well.
yeah, no, yeah. Like I personally can't play Warzone because my computer can't handle it.
I can
But
play it. It's just very hard to play for me. I'm so used to like
but
cartoonish
yeah,
stuff.
no, yeah. I know you're more of you're a huge fan of Overwatch,
Well, I'm
and
not a huge fan. Like
I would say you're a big
nowadays,
fan.
I feel like I can only play Overwatch if I'm playing with friends that I can talk with.
Uh
Because
huh.
otherwise, it's just very dull at the moment. There's
Okay.
nothing special happening, for me at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. Well, like I think that definitely a Warzone was one of the things that that basically brought down Apex.
I would say most
Cause
battle royales, because even Fortnite's not doing well at the moment, isn't it?
that's true. Yeah. I don't think I haven't heard anything really about Fortnite.
Exactly.
So.
It's
Yeah.
weird. Like Fortnite's still got lots of viewers at the moment. Even
Yeah,
without
I'm
Ninja, it's
sure.
on 150,000 currently on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the second highest with just chatting on top with 210.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm actually because like you don't hear much about Fortnite anymore. At least I don't.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I don't hear anything
the
really about
last thing
Fortnite.
I heard about Fortnite was the Star Wars thing. Before like Episode 9 came out, they had like a special teaser within the game, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think you had to play Fortnite or something for a special teaser. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
then
what that teaser was, but
neither do
like,
I. It's so strange. People got like all the older people. I would say older people got a bit pissed off because like they didn't want to play a game in order to just like
yeah.
because you can't just assume that all Star Wars fans are Fortnite fans, right?
hmm
That's just. I feel that's kind of. I guess you have a promotion with them, but like still, it's kind of
Yeah.
silly.
Like, dude, my freaking uncle is a massive fan of Star Wars.
I mean, yeah, the first one came out in like the 60s or 70s, right?
Yeah.
Like the very first one.
hmm Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Star Wars like documentaries of how George Lucas created Star Wars and I guess his rise to creating Star Wars.
His
I've been
rise to
watching a lot
power
of his rise his rise to power like the Empire.
until
Um,
Disney came along.
that Disney's the rebels, but actually they're not because they're not a good corporation.
I
Um,
mean, they've done well with Marvel. You
mhm.
can't. Sorry.
Stop
You can't.
coughing.
Sorry, you can cut it out. um, you can because Marvel's done really well at the box office. They got number one.
hmm
What do you call it? Film
Number one.
grossing
Uh,
like money
yeah,
wise. I don't know what you call
yeah.
it.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know. I'm starting to be I'm starting to be in film production. I don't even know what this shit's called.
I mean, I would love to be a writer for films, but
Oh yeah, my
I
best
just
friend, one of my best friends, wants to be a writer for films. So
I just don't know where to start though. Like, I assume you go to film school.
yeah, definitely. You need
Like
to
that's the
learn
start.
about. Yeah, you definitely need to learn about like Act One, Act Two, and Act Three.
Yeah.
And if you have any more acts, I think, according to my film class, if you have any more acts, then they'll look at you in disgust and will not take your papers. Will not take your ideas.
But okay, have you seen Parasite?
The movie?
The
No, I
South Korean.
don't.
Hey, you should watch it.
I do want to watch it. I really want to watch it.
But
My friends have been
without
telling me it's
spoiling
good.
it, without
Okay.
spoiling it, for those that don't know, Parasite won the best film of the year or something. I don't know the name of that either.
Was it an
But
Oscar?
yeah, was it an Oscar? Yeah, I think it's Oscar. It
hmm
won the best film of the year or something like that. But oh, hang on, sorry.
You're fine. Hi.
Sorry, my throat's just really dry at the moment. I've got water next to me, drinking that.
Gotta stay hydrated, you stupid.
But I believe it's the first non-English film to get that award. And what's funny
Really?
about that, like how you know about your three stages, if
Mm.
you when you watch the film, you realize that it's technically like three different films. Like for
Okay.
me, when I watched it, it felt like it was three different films, like a comedy, and then it moved on to like a mystery, and then it turned into like a horror type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't say horror,
Okay.
because me personally, I'm not into like horror films. Like the only
Uh-huh.
horror film I've watched is It.
Yeah. And you said you
And
loved it.
I mean, I didn't say I loved it. I said I liked it, but I wouldn't
You said you
like.
loved it. It was your favorite movie of all time.
Ha, stop putting words into my mouth, child.
Boy.
Nah, what would be your favorite film of all time?
That's a good one. Oh my god, I love so many films. Like I've already told you that like I love the John Wick films. Like I think the
Oh
John
yeah.
Wick films are so
See,
good.
I really enjoyed the first John Wick. I
Mhm.
I The second one was okay, and then the third one like sort of lost it for me. I
I
don't
thought
know
the third
why.
one was the
Maybe it's
best
a
one.
bit. I think it's because it's just been like the same action and stuff. Like story, I guess, is like repeated over three different movies. If that makes sense. It's not the same
Yeah,
story, but like
yeah.
in a sense, like when you see the first John Wick, you're like, wow, this is new, this is exciting, this is cool to watch.
Hmm.
But obviously, as you keep watching it you can get bored to it. I guess that's just society, right? Like you see a meme, it's popular for about like a week, and then someone finds a new meme. Like like the one that was previous week was just got bored, and then you find another one the next week, and then so on, so on. Like
I mean,
things.
that's the life of a meme right there. Is
But like I'm just using that as an example in the sense that it's like a
yeah.
cycle where, especially in today's society, we see things so quickly. I mean, we don't see. I mean, like we find something entertaining, it becomes very popular, and
Hmm.
then within like I would say a month's time, we sort of just forget about it and move on to the next thing that's new and cool. Like TikTok, if for example,
I think
like
TikTok's still pretty like popular.
because when
I
it
mean,
first came out, it wasn't that popular, right? Because I
uh-huh.
remember people in when I was like still in school when TikTok first came out, and I saw some people using it, but it wasn't that popular. Nowadays, you're seeing lots of people do like even YouTubers and all that. It's very popular. But
Yeah, but
do you,
I think.
but what, do you
Go,
think
go
it'll
ahead.
follow the same trend as Vine, where Vine like was massive and then it just sort of fell off?
The thing is
Or-
that I think Vine didn't it die? It wasn't because of the lack of people using it. I think that there was still a lot of people still using Vine at the time. But I think Vine died. Just I think they just couldn't keep. I don't know what happened to Vine. I
Do you think
doubt
it's
it
because
was
like a big company didn't buy them out? Because if you look at
probably
Instagram, Instagram was bought by Facebook,
yeah
and
yeah.
now Facebook technically runs Instagram. I don't know about Twitter, but
Uh, was is Twitter bought by Google? I don't
I
know.
mean Twitter's basically news these days.
Yeah, which is kind of stupid, but
And the thing is, the
that's
news
very
doesn't
true.
come from like companies though; it comes from the actual people themselves. Like Donald Trump would just tweet something out, and that tweet would be on the actual news at like 6 o'clock or something.
But
It's so strange.
Does Donald Trump actually tweet for himself, or does he have somebody
Oh
to
yeah,
do it?
that's. I mean, some of the things that his Twitter has on there, it has to be him. Surely,
Maybe he says it and then he
there's
says it
just
to
this guy
somebody.
that's just
Yeah, he tweets
writing
it
it
out.
down.
He writes it down and like, okay, this has to be tweeted by Donald Trump. I was just going on the list.
See, that's the thing that you, like, lots of celebrities have people do things for them. Like, you know, when I don't know about these days, but when books were a big thing, I mean, books are still a
uh-huh.
big thing, but like when books were much bigger, people used to like send books to like their publisher or not publisher to the writer, and
Hmm.
then he would like sign it or something with like a quote from him. But a majority of the time, because they got so many books and they just got other people to write it and pretend it was them.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the same for lots of people on Twitter?
I don't, cause I don't think like
But then you also think about like the people that do stupid things on Twitter and get banned for it. Like you, because the person that you would think is taking over their Twitter, like helping them maintain it, I guess their social
mhm.
status.
I guess. I mean, keeping
Yeah,
up with the
because
times.
they wouldn't do something. They're trying to help them get better in social, like the social hierarchy. They're not trying to like
Uh-huh.
downgrade them. So you, like, I don't know who's ever said anything stupid on Twitter.
A lot of people have said a lot of
I mean,
stupid things
a
on
lot of
Twitter.
like famous people. I know James Gunn like got fired for
Yeah,
like
I was just
homophobic
about to name.
tweets.
Yeah. It was James Gunn. I think Kevin Hart as well said some racial
Oh, yeah.
stuff a while back. Um, I mean,
He
a
was
lot
supposed
of
to host the Oscars, wasn't he? He was
he
like going to be
was.
like the first black man to host the Oscars. And then like
Yeah.
a bunch of white people were like, "Hey, he said these things about homophobic." I'm assuming they're white people.
I think it was something the fact that he didn't want his son playing with Barbies or something like that. Wasn't that it?
Maybe. I never actually saw the news
Okay,
about
I
it.
thought it was something like that. He sent out videos like I never want my son playing with Barbies, and a bunch of people shamed him for that. I was like,
What? I think that's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
silly, personally.
It is silly, but I think it just got so popular, and a bunch of people just started like shitting on them, and they were the Oscars or the people who were in charge of the Oscars were like, nah, let's get this guy
No,
out of here. Or something.
no,
I
the
don't know.
Oscars didn't tell him to sit down. He personally wrote
But
in
did he
saying that he was.
personally?
I think, yeah, because he went. Well, I saw on Alan that he said that he was. Or was it on Alan or something? I don't know where, but
I don't know.
he said that he personally decided to step down from the role, not
I
that they
mean,
told him to step down, unless he.
unless it was mutual, where they told
Yeah,
him you don't do it, and he just
he
came
was
out
just
and said,
understanding.
yeah, and he just came out and said that he decided to step down.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. There's companies would sometimes say, "Hey, we don't want to make this public, and just like you're gonna step down from this, or else," and then
Or else
or else we'll come after you.
we'll send Donald Trump after you.
Oh God, I don't want that.
It's just,
So
you look
big and
behind you, it's
orange.
just this big orange like orangutan coming after you.
I just picture Donald Trump just coming at you like a freaking monkey.
Just got
Oh,
Secret
God.
Service coming around.
What is that? Just see, but he has the same hair. It's a big orangutan with the same hair as Donald Trump. God, can someone
Rise of
draw
the
that?
Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God! Somebody make the movie, please. I want that to happen. Pitch this to Hollywood.
No, they need to get him out of fucking presidency, and then they can do that. Because otherwise, he'll act like Kim Jong Un and be like, no. Because you know that movie?
I
What was it? The
refuse.
Interview.
Yeah,
Where Kim
yeah.
Jong Un was like, if that movie gets released or blah blah, they will like have it like they'll do a strike on America or something.
Did they
And
really? No.
Yeah, because
Oh
like
my
they
God.
they actually like pulled it like it's not available in like some countries, I believe, because they're too afraid of Kim Jong Un trying to attack them or something. I don't know if that's still the case now, but when it first came out, like some countries pulled it out of their theaters because they didn't want the threat or whatever from Kim Jong Un.
All right, I'll believe it.
Oh, speaking of Kim Jong Un, did you hear about that story where he allegedly died or something, or like his what's it called? His surgery, his heart surgery or something like failed, and like
Wait.
people thought he had died, and that someone like who was like a lookalike just took over to pretend to be him.
I heard something about him coming back to life or something like that. That he's not actually dead. I saw that on Twitter. I didn't know how true that was, or I didn't know if.
Yeah,
I just-
I just know that he has like surgery got botched or whatever. That's
Well,
all I
sucks
know.
to be him.
I mean, that's what happens. It's like, you know, have you seen the movie Dictator?
Yeah, I have.
I just think Kim Jong Un's like exactly like that guy. Like,
That'd be great, bruh. Kim Jong Un's like, he's like my fucking bro, dude. He's
what?
He's like my homie, right? We
Imagine
we
if
go
he like
outside,
listens to
shoot
this.
rockets. Yeah, we listen to this. It's like, I'm not his homie. What the heck? I'm not
It's
his
like-
homie.
And he lives in America. Perfect excuse.
It's a perfect excuse to like bomb us.
Yeah.
And then the next time we try and do this podcast, like you don't hear from me. I was like, what happened to him?
And just hear on the
You'll be
news,
on-
half of
yeah.
America's been wiped out.
Yeah. Texas has just been completely just obliterated. It's like it's no longer there. It's like it never existed. But yeah, no, like
It's like how Australia doesn't exist.
yeah, Australia.
How did that start? Do you know?
What? How Australia doesn't exist?
No, in the sense that people were just saying that like the country Australia just doesn't exist, and that it was like fabricated to, like,
What the heck?
pretend that existed. It's like, because you know how like when Australia was first discovered, like the UK sent all their prisoners, or not the UK, the England sent all their prisoners to Australia, but then like people nowadays were like, maybe Australia's not real, and they, instead of sending them to Australia, they actually killed them. but pretended like
What?
they sent them to Australia to make it look as if they didn't kill them. Or something like that.
What?
I don't know. That's what I've heard.
I didn't hear about it. Yeah, Australia
What
doesn't
do you mean you
exist.
didn't hear? I
didn't hear
swear it
about
was
this.
like all over Twitter where like people were saying that Australia doesn't exist. It was like some
When
sort of
was
meme.
this? When was this?
Surely it was like end of last year.
End of last year?
So about like 6 months ago maybe.
Dude, you're more on top of your memes than I am. Like, what the heck?
No, because
This is not.
maybe that's just because I'm from New Zealand and Australia is like
That
right
might
next
be
to
it.
us.
That might be it. It's just because of your location. Because I'm like,
Yeah, I think it might have like been like more of a European meme.
unless
Wait, but
someone,
didn't they
like,
ban memes there?
I don't know.
There was like this
Dude,
like they
Dude, you're
didn't ban
bringing up
me.
stuff that I don't even know about. I'm like, wait, did they ban me? What?
No, I think it was like there was like this article that they were coming out, Article 15 or something. I can't remember
They're
what
coming out?
article. I think it's already out. It's already out now. Where they like it was like a copyright law which prohibited people from reusing images posted by someone else or something like that. So basically, people couldn't like take a picture, like couldn't reuse a meme of something and then like reword it or something. I'm not entirely sure how that worked.
That sounds very familiar. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It does sound familiar.
so that's kind of crazy how memes have now become a political thing. Like, well, not now, but like back when that happened. It's
Yeah,
like how
I
it's like
mean-
how Twitter is now taking over the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
The world
I
is
mean,
changing.
The world's changing, especially now. The whole
I mean, we may be
corona
young,
shit.
like compared to other people, but like we were still around when like fucking Windows XP was there.
Yeah. I remember Windows XP. What was that? Like you gain XP every time you.
What did XP
Started up?
stand for?
I don't know. I think P was like power. External power? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not a
I remember
computer
like
fan.
playing pinball and Minesweeper on those like computers that we had in school.
Dude, do you remember what was it? Clippy? What was his name? It was a clip guy. God damn it. Why is it so hard to remember? I'm looking at one right now.
What do you mean you're looking at one?
I have one. It's a paperclip. Do you remember the paperclip guy?
I know what a paperclip is. I don't know who the paperclip guy is.
It was on your desktop. He would tell you what to do, or he would give you tips and stuff. You don't remember what?
I don't know if that's if that's an American thing.
I definitely remember this. It was definitely around. The paperclip guy was like, it was like your tutorial guide for a computer.
We had
It would tell
those.
you.
I don't remember any guide to using the computer.
Maybe he was just there. I don't know. I remember specifically when I went into my grandfather's computer that he had a paperclip that popped up and it told you that something was
To
wrong.
be
or
fair,
something.
you're talking about your grandfather here. And your grandfather's old. And we all know that old people struggle with technology. So he probably
Yeah.
found some software to download that helped him use a computer.
No, people can back me up. I swear to God, people can back me up until because I remember a paperclip character on the PC. I think he just like told you what to. I don't know, dude. I just remember a paperclip guy. He was your friend on Windows XP, I believe.
He was your friend. He was your first friend you ever had.
He was my first best friend ever.
He taught me what I knew today.
He taught me about porn.
Okay.
What? He was on the computer. He was a computer man.
I mean, I learned porn through my friends at school. I was like in year 7, my first year of college, and they. Oh, by the way, for people in America, college is like high school, I guess.
Yeah. Every time he says college, it always confuses me. I'm like, dude, you are in college right now, but he calls
No,
that
I'm in
university.
university. I was
Yeah.
in college. Now I'm in university.
Do you know what high school is?
Your mum. I don't know.
Damn, my mom
I mean,
is
it's
high
more like Canada, right? Get it? High school. Canada sounds weird.
You think you're funny?
No,
You think it's
Maybe.
supposed to be a funny podcast, huh?
just a little.
Just a little. I think I'm a little humorous.
No, but when I was in my first year in college,
Yeah.
it was like during DTE, which was digital technology. The teacher was out of the classroom for like a couple seconds, and I saw these kids on like a bunch of kids just huddled around this one computer, and this guy had searched up what like porn, and he was like showing it to everyone while the teacher was out of the class. That's when I first learned about porn. So yeah,
That's a great experience. Right? My experience was a little bit more. I feel I would like to believe that the majority of people who like still watch porn today like have gone through this experience. But every time I tell it to one of my friends or whatever like that, they look at me. They're like, "What the hell? Like, what? Why would you search that up or what?" Like, and they would have like totally different
tell me the
stories.
story. Tell me the story. Or tell us the story.
Okay, so basically, my first experience was like watching a sex scene on
Was watching a what?
a sex scene.
Oh,
I was
okay.
watching a sex scene on TV.
That's not porn.
No. Hold on.
Okay.
So the stage goes on and on, Brendan. All right. So
sorry.
it continues. I'm watching a sex scene, and I think the very first one I watched was it was Iron Man. I think the Iron Man sex.
Oh
scene.
my god, the one that's like 20 seconds long or something.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? I feel weird watching this.
Wait, that came out 2008, right?
Yeah.
So how old were you then? I was
Uh,
6 when that came out.
I was 8, probably. 8 or 9.
Damn. So you found out about porn when you were 8?
Yeah, 8 or 9.
Damn.
It's like, damn, what a veteran.
You started
but,
young.
I started young, boy.
He's
But,
still a virgin though.
Shut up. I started. Yeah, I started with that, and then I was like, wow, this feels weird, and then it soon moved on to I touched my pee, and then that felt good, and then I was like, oh, maybe I can find out what more of this stuff.
What?
So what I did, using my big brain, I realized, hey, this says like sexual content on the back of the DVD, and so I'm like, I searched up like sexual or sex on the internet on my iPod Touch at the time, and
oh my god.
I searched up like sexual content, or I searched up sex scene or something like movie sex scene. Or maybe sometimes there would be girls kissing or something, something of that, something very innocent.
Oh my
And then-
god.
And then I saw that's how I was introduced to it. From there on, I just kept searching up other sex scene, and then I moved on to straight up porn, and then I always search up lesbian porn or something like that. Like,
Okay,
but
you'll have to bleep that out, by the way.
what? It's a story.
No, not the whole story, just the like bits, the words that you say within the story.
Yeah. Well, what are those words, Brendan?
Well, if I said it, you'll still have to bleep it out.
You're
But the
fair
thing
enough,
is,
so I
you
know
know what's funny though, is that from that story, all I gathered from that was that the start of the MCU was also the start of your sexual blossom, I guess.
Holy crap! I never thought about that. The MCU brought me into the porn life.
The MCU, which is basically, I would say for kids, I guess, superheroes, taught you about porn.
Yeah. Thanks, MCU. Now you're bought by Disney, and
Now you can say Disney taught me plot.
I could say that. Yes.
I mean, at the
Disney.
time, it was Paramount. It wasn't Disney. Disney came in, I think, was it before the Avengers? I can't remember when.
After.
It was after the
was
first
after.
Avengers film.
Yeah, I'm sure it was after the first Avengers.
Okay, well, you can still say technically Disney showed you.
Yeah. Since Disney owns Iron Man now, Disney showed me porn.
Disney gets all the credit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Is
god,
that scene still on there?
What do you mean? Of
Because-
course it is, because it's not a Disney film. I mean, Disney owns the film, but you can't change the
Yeah.
film. Because I still got the DVD disc, and it's by Paramount.
Uh-huh.
So they can change
Yeah,
it
but-
now. I don't know if you go to
They
Disney
could change
Plus,
it now, yeah. Like, if you go to Disney stream or Disney Plus, I'm sure
Is the film on Disney Plus?
I think so. You want to search it up really quick? I
Yeah,
have my phone with me.
I've got Disney Plus open.
Oh, okay. But I'm sure it should be, because if so, Disney Plus has a sex scene in there. From
I mean, to
Man.
be fair, they have Avatar on Disney Plus. Avatar has a sex scene in it.
No, it doesn't. What? Where?
Are you dumb? Have you not
Where?
watched that? The Blue Monkey people?
The Blue Monkey people?
The Avatar with blue monkeys. Not Avatar: The Last Airbender. The other Avatar.
Oh my god! I was thinking. See, I don't think about Avatar, the actual movie. I think about Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm like, no way. There's no. Okay, yes, I do believe. Yeah, okay.
And that's on
Avatar:
Disney.
The
And
Last-
yeah, Iron
Yeah.
Man, the original Iron Man, is on Disney Plus.
Do you think they just cut those out? I haven't.
No,
watched
because
those
I saw Avatar on Disney Plus, and the sex scene was still in there.
Oh. Well, you could go to Disney Plus for your latest porn. Well, not
Well,
latest.
for your
porn,
later fun.
but- Yeah, for my porn.
Everyone else is going on to other shit.
Yeah, I'm going to Disney Plus. That's where the high quality porn is. Oh my gosh.
That's insane, though. That you learned it all from Iron
Well,
Man.
Yeah.
Imagine doing an interview with Robert Downey Jr. saying, "You awakened my sexual experience."
Oh my god, I'm a biggest fan. Oh my gosh, you
we
awakened
have to get him on if we can. That'd
get
be
Robert
so
Downey
funny.
Jr. on and tell him that
Just for
he-
that reason.
yeah, tell him that he awakened my porn life. If I become a if I become a porn star, and I want to say that he made me get into the porn
Oh my god.
company.
No,
into the
because you would
porn
have
life.
another reasoning to get into porn.
Yeah, not to be a virgin.
Your friends are getting your fleshlight. You should be happy with that.
I'm okay with that. Like, it's not that I don't have.
Of course,
I don't have a
of
problem.
course, you're okay with it.
I don't have a problem with that. But the only problem I do have with it is that I'm still living with my parents. That's the problem I have with it. Is like they can find out.
Yeah, but surely there's somewhere in your every boy's room, or in fact any teenager's room, has a place in it that they can hide stuff.
I could get like a treasure box and have a key towards it and hide the key. I mean, that's
Say
what,
treasure
that's what my
box.
friend. I don't know. That's what my best friend told me. It was like, hey, you should get a treasure box. I'm like,
I've never heard anyone call it a treasure box.
or maybe a box with a lock on it. I'm saying treasure box because that's what the majority of them look like. They look like a treasure box. But yeah, I have that to look forward to. A good old,
Okay.
little fleshlight. Mm.
Well,
Oh boy.
I think
What, you
that's
think
the
it's
end
time?
of our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, first podcast.
First podcast.
Um,
that-
Well,
I would like to believe it was very, very eventful. It was very
informative as well.
Very informative. We taught you about a lot of things.
We hope you guys enjoyed this. We will
Yeah.
be doing this. What, they come out every Friday?
Yep.
And
They should be
that's
coming out
Friday,
Friday.
every Friday in America. So for people
Yeah.
that are listening in New Zealand / Oceania area, I guess, it will come out on the Saturday. Do we have a specific time or just any time on Friday?
Anytime. I cannot promise you a specific time because I'm not good at keeping that promise.
Wait, okay. So what we've learned from today
Yeah.
is that... Actually, what's the point in saying what we've learned today? We probably learned nothing.
It's like a kindergarten class. Like, so what have you learned today, kids?
Oh my god. Okay, well,
ABCs.
I'm Y Cowboy.
And I'm Fishy. And this has been your...
And
End it!
This has been the Naughty Corner podcast. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next Friday. Thank you.
Bye!